Rainbow Garden, the colors of time. Cool azure ripples rise as Luna switches the toy to blue. Zara squeezes Luna's hand as blue light flows around them. The world blurs to ocean hues as petals drift like bubbles. With a splash of blue radiance, the portal opens wide. They lean forward together, ready for the plunge ahead. They emerge weightless amid glowing coral towers and domes. Bob paddles happily, leaving a trail of tiny bubbles. Friendly dolphins swirl past as Luna waves in greeting. Zara drifts closer, eyes wide at the shimmering streets. The group gathers, orienting toward a plaza of crystal domes. Luna unlatches the round window and breathes in the bright garden air. She leans out to marvel at birds darting among colorful blossoms. She spots two butterflies looping a heart above the stone path. She waves warmly, inviting Pipi to come see the garden's glow. She laughs, eyes shining, as the garden gleams brighter than ever. Zara gently settles the spinning top onto the round wooden table. The top's glow fades to a soft pulse as Zara watches, satisfied. She glances up toward Luna with a knowing, grateful smile. Zara taps the table twice, declaring the adventure safely home. She exhales, joy lingering as morning light warms the quiet room. Flora, restored and radiant, meets Luna's gaze with heartfelt thanks. Luna returns a respectful nod, acknowledging Flora's gentle gratitude. Bob dips into a playful bow, tail swishing under Flora's glowing smile. Flora lifts her hands, blessing the garden with a soft wave of color. Luna breathes in the moment, comforted by Flora's renewed light. The spinning top hovers above the flower bed, newly bright and whole. Zara watches, eyes bright, as the toy hums with gentle color. Pipi reaches up with both paws, offering a gentle, joyful spin. The toy steadies midair, colors weaving into a harmonious glow. Zara laughs in relief, knowing their adventure has made it whole. Zara taps the green symbol as emerald light coils like climbing vines. Bob paws at the pendant playfully as light gathers around the toy. Vine-like spirals of light rise, tracing loops above their heads. The pendant catches the beam. A doorway of emerald ripples forms. Wind stirs the petals as the green portal unfurls, inviting them through. They step into a jungle where trees float and neon vines hum softly. Luna gazes upward at robotic parrots gliding between hovering branches. Pipi waves at a cheerful ladybug drone blinking friendly patterns. Zara studies a vine that glows, half digital, half living under her hand. The path ahead assembles itself, tiles blooming into mossy steps. Zara fingers the pendant as Bob noses the spinning top. Golden light ripples from the pendant across their feet. Bob nudges the top again, coaxing the yellow sigil to wait. The toy hums brighter. Zara and Bob share an excited look. Sand-like sparkles swirl up, circling into a bright portal. They step into a blazing desert, pyramids shimmering far ahead. Pipi cools himself with a palm leaf, prints dotting the dune. Luna scans the horizon, gauging distance and direction. They head toward shade, small against the vast desert. Zara spots a sun statue half buried ahead as wind picks up. Gritty gusts whip the dunes. Bob barks into the wind. The horizon darkens. Zara shields her face and gestures closer. They gather at the statue, huddling by the carved sun face. Luna rigs a palm leaf shade over the statue's face. Pipi noses fill with sand and a tickle build. A gigantic sneeze blasts sand from the statue's base. A yellow gem glows in the cleared niche, pulsing softly. Zara lifts the gem to the sun. Light washes the dunes. Bob prances in a puddle of golden light, tail a metronome. Waves of gold sweep outward as the storm settles. Friends share a relieved glance. The desert quiet at last. Luna and Pipi tumble into a ribbon tunnel, reaching for each other. They stabilize, gliding side by side as petals spiral past. A sudden swirl tilts the tunnel. They correct their drift. Pipi drifts back into frame. Their hands finally touch. Hand in hand, they drift forward toward a bright exit glow. Zara lands softly on grass among towering flowers and warm skies. Bob rights himself, and Zara marvels at the huge drifting butterflies. She notices some petals losing color, concern crossing her face. Bob nudges her hand, encouraging a hopeful look toward the path. Together they set off, guided by butterflies toward brighter blooms. Luna studies the spinning toy as Pipi waters a wilting bloom. She notes faint color pulses matching the garden's breathing rhythm. Pipi pats the soil and checks the flower's perked leaves. Luna shares a reassuring nod, pointing toward brighter tracks ahead. They collect the bucket and move on, careful and spirited. Zara turns as a glowing tree brightens and a gentle figure emerges. Flora steps into view, wings iridescent, voice like a calm breeze. Zara listens closely as Flora speaks of scattered colors of time, A soft shimmer spreads across the clearing as hope takes root. Zara steadies herself, ready to follow Flora's guidance. Flora offers a crystal pendant as the toy projects color portals. Zara raises the pendant high, catching prisms across the garden. Flora nods approval, wings scattering soft iridescent flecks. Bob watches the portals, tail thumping with bright anticipation. Zara and Flora share a steady look. Time to begin the journey. Under a quiet starfield, Luna selects the violet symbol as Zara steadies the toy. Zara squeezes the toy as the first veil of purple light blossoms outward. Luna's eyes reflect constellations as violet spirals curl around the clearing. A hushed breeze carries lavender sparkles as the garden readies for a new journey. Violet light gathers like a lullaby, beckoning them toward the starlit valley. Zara steps onto a ridge where stars feel close enough to touch. Bob gazes up, tail swaying slow, bathed in silver-violet glow. Together, they approach a luminous trail that threads into the valley floor. Constellation arcs overhead, seeming to bow toward their passage. Luna leads them to a cave mouth sparkling with veined crystals. Pipi clutches a tiny rope, peeking past Luna into glittering darkness. Zara checks the path ahead as the lantern glow paints gentle arcs on stone. They gather close, breath visible in the cool air, ready to venture deeper. Soft mists coil along the narrow path, shapes flickering at the edges. Zara holds Pipi's paw as they navigate carefully through the haze. Mist shapes swirl near the ceiling, stretching like shadows of forgotten steps. They huddle close, silhouettes touching, then press onward together. Bob steps forward, heart-shaped tag warming with a brave glow. Zara raises the pendant as the mists retreat in shimmering waves. Mist creatures flatten into harmless gauze, revealing a violet crystal ahead. Bob's glow and the pendant's light interlace, brightening the cavern. Luna steps from the cave, relief softening into a grateful smile. A wave of violet blooms across the valley, washing rock in cloud and light. Pipi showers sparkling confetti into the air, giggling at its twinkle. Zara and Bob share a bright look as the night feels safely magical. They emerge from the cave mouth as violet light spills across the valley. Pipi tosses sparkling confetti that twinkles in the violet air. Zara lifts the pendant, drawing the valley's glow into a steady beam. Luna closes her eyes, taking in the peace as the stars brighten. Pipi's confetti rains down as the valley glows brighter with joy. They arrive in the rainbow garden, where colors swirl, except for a missing orange. Zara examines the sky, noticing the missing hue between red and yellow. Bob sits alert, sensing the garden's colors aren't fully restored. Zara gestures for the others to gather near the spinning toy's pedestal. Luna kneels beside Flora, whose wings flicker softly in the garden glow. Zara listens closely as Flora whispers about the orange of friendship. Luna nods, understanding that joy must come from within their heart. Flora manages a grateful smile, urging them to seek friendship's glow. Pipi hugs Bob, and warmth begins to gather between them. Zara presses a hand to her chest, feeling the same bright joy. The pendant answers, shining with a vivid tangerine light. Pipi and Bob beam as orange spreads through the air like sunrise. Zara raises the pendant as orange completes the arc above. Luna twirls under the rainbow, scattering petals in playful circles. Trees sparkle softly, their leaves chiming with gentle light. Zara lowers the pendant, sharing a relieved smile with Luna. Luna hovers her paw over the red symbol while Zara squeezes her hand. Pipi claps, urging them on as the garden hushes in red glow. Zara taps the red glyph. The toy answers with a brighter pulse. A crimson wave ripples outward, painting petals and paths alike. Luna nods to Zara. They brace together for the pull to come. They land amid towering ferns as ash-dim light filters through. Bob sniffs the air, ears perked, catching distant rumbles. Zara scans the ridge. Drifting ash freckles her sleeves. Bob paws a footprint in mud, tail still, listening hard. Zara gestures forward, stay close and keep eyes open. Luna spots a trapped baby dino beneath a fallen branch. Pipi braces, paws under bark, determined to lift with all his might. Zara arrives, reading the scene and gauging a plan. Bob nudges the baby's cheek, offering comfort in quiet whines. Zara sets positions on 3, they lift together with care. Zara calls the count, their grips firm on rough bark. On 3 they strain, the limb shifts with a gritty scrape. Bob steadies the dino's head, keeping it clear as space opens. With one last push, the branch rolls free and thuds aside. Zara's hand hovers in calm assurance, easy, you're safe now. A distant T-Rex silhouette lifts its head with a grateful bellow. Bob prances in circles, matching the dino's hopeful chirps. Luna nods, watching crimson swell through leaves and sky. Zara meets the baby's eyes. gratitude glows between them. Across the valley, crimson washes the canopy like dawn reborn. Zara spots a strange glow in the garden and calls for Pipi. She points toward the glow and urges Pipi to climb up fast. Zara presses her nose to the glass, gauging where the glow is brightest. She grabs a compass and map, breath quick with excitement. With a determined nod, she signals Pipi to follow the glow. Pipi wobbles on the rope ladder, giggling as the rungs sway. Luna steadies the ladder from above with a calm smile. She raises a shiny magnifying glass, signaling a plan. Pipi scrambles the last steps, cheeks puffed with proud effort. They exchange a look, ready to investigate that mysterious glow. Bob spins on the braided rug as Zara points everyone toward the window. The rug skews as Bob's paws skid. Zara calls for quick teamwork. Zara unrolls a small map on the table, plotting the garden path. Bob plants all 4 paws and looks to Zara for the next move. She points clearly. Everyone to the hatch, time to investigate. 2 butterflies hover above blooms as Luna kneels by a rusty spinning top. Pipi leans in, nose nearly touching the shiny button. Zara approaches carefully, warning not to press anything yet. They form a neat circle around the toy, studying its colored seams. A faint hum rises as the colors inside the toy brighten softly. Bob's paw lands on the button just as Zara reaches from the side. The top whirs faster. Sparkles lift like fireflies in daylight. A swirling rainbow ring blooms, warping air and bending light. Zara shields her eyes while Bob looks up, dazzled by colors. The vortex opens wider, inviting them into a ribbon tunnel.